Hello everyone again. So yet another video from my request list. So one of my lovely subscribers asked me, or commenters and subscriber, asked me for a bit more of a focus video on one particular life path. Because I did a video on life path 8 and incorporated all the different levels into it, like all the other types of life path is what I mean. But today I'm just doing a quick video on the life path 358 all by itself. Okay, so the life path 358, and the 8, if you don't already know, the number to the farthest right here, if you can see my cursor, the number 8, that is the most vital number in your chart. It's the king. This number here is King 8 in your chart, and all other numbers within your chart exist to serve this number, because the life path number is your purpose for this lifetime. It's your chosen avenue of development. You bring talents with you, you bring your personality with you, you bring lots of other things with you, but they already exist. The important number for this incarnation is that life path number. But the type of life path 8 that you are is the most important step for you to achieve your life path 8 is in the 5 energy. Because I always think, and help you guys to remember, unless it's a master number, the number furthest to the right is the most important. The next one along is the next most important, and then the one furthest to the left is the least important. However, in a master life path number situation, that doesn't exist at all. It's these numbers to the far left that are your vital numbers when you're an 11, a 22 or a 33. But in this case, for our life path 358, this is your life path 8, the most important number. Your most important sub-lesson is the 5 and then the 3. I probably shouldn't have done that, because I think I've got another slide on actually breaking down the sub-lessons. Anyway, so for the life path 8, your chosen mission for this lifetime is to work with issues and difficulties around mastering the secrets of financial abundance, basically learning to get out there in the world and earn some money, build a business. Or on the other side of the polarity, you could be like, well, let's look at each end of the polarity. You could, as a life path 8, be totally obsessed with achievement and making money and nothing else matters in your life, which then causes problems in itself. Or you could be the other side of the polarity, where you don't want to work at all. You know, a life path 8 could be living on the street, or they could be living in a mansion. Life path 8s are dealing with money, either being over the top with achievement or completely doing nothing with their lives, which then gives its own difficulties, of course. So you're looking for that balance to master the secrets of financial abundance and also developing balanced personal power. So what I mean by that is you can either be on one side of the polarity, overly dominant and like be way over the top and, you know, end up ruling by fear rather than by a good way of ruling, which is by consensus. Or on the other side, you could be the one that is walked on. You know, you might be a person getting treated like dirt or walked all over. It's the continuum, and I keep saying that. It's like a polarity. So you don't want to be too domineering and bullying of people, but you certainly don't want to be walked on yourself either. So it's finding that balance with your personal power. When you have that balance, that inner confidence, you will radiate inner confidence and people will just respect you like that. So your mission that you've already chosen to accept for this lifetime is mastering the secrets of financial abundance, being able to have a balanced attitude to achievement, okay, and developing balanced personal power. And also, as well as this, when you make money and financial abundance, the life path 8 needs to learn not to be overly frivolous with their money, not to be materialistic and think, oh, I'm rich now, I'm just going to buy loads of stuff. You know, the money that you acquire through your life path when you're a 358 is meant to be, that money is meant to be used as a tool to help other people, not as something for you to buy just loads and loads of material things. It's about helping people. So you're meant to achieve financial abundance, but not to just for your own thing, to buy your own toys to play with or status symbols. It's to be used as a tool to help other people. So to transcend your life path 8, you need to master the secrets of financial abundance, have balanced personal power, but to transcend it totally, you've got to transcend all of those things. I'm talking taking financial abundance in your stride, taking power in your stride. You're not obsessed with power, you're not obsessed with money, and you're certainly not obsessed with status. When you've transcended the life path 8, you make money beautifully. You just got talent to make money. Your personal power is completely balanced. You're the best leader in like numerology, so you have a good amount of money. You're an excellent leader with balanced personal power, and you use your money as a tool to help other people. And you're not even the slightest bit bothered about telling people what to do, overpowering people, being better than anyone else because you've got the biggest car, or having a go at someone because they don't have designer names. It's not about status for you. It's not about money for you, and it's not about power. You've transcended that. That is a top level life path. When you're like that, you've achieved your life path. Sorry, but you have. But what I'm getting to now is more the type of life path you are. So to achieve this life path of abundance and balanced personal power and transcendence of, you need to do 2 things. You need to be working with the 5 energy, most importantly, then the 3 energy. Okay, so the 5 energy. Now the 5 energy can be quite scattered and hard to focus on one thing, but that's what the 5 energy is about, focusing with discipline on a specialism, so that whatever you're interested in, you dig down in that subject towards complete mastery, because it is that mastery that is going to help bring you the freedom that you desire. Both the 8 and the 5 energy desire freedom. The 8 desires freedom that financial abundance will bring them, and 5, they just want freedom of choice, freedom of movement, freedom to do whatever they want when they want. Although there's a thin line between doing what you want and achieving freedom, because freedom and discipline are completely interlinked. So you need to focus in the 5 energy. This is the most important of your sub lessons, focusing on that 5 on a subject of discipline. And in the 3 is about emotional expression, maybe expressing your specialism, whatever specialism it is, emotionally to your audience so that you could spread your message. So when you're just the 8, so let's stay on the 8 for now. So you're here to develop, because this is your life path, remember, this is not something you find easy. So you're here to develop the attitude, the skills, the confidence to understand the laws of material success. How do you make money on this earth? It's an art. It's something not everybody has, and people can either have naturally or learn. And the 8 is here to achieve that, to find out what it takes to make money in this world, then manifest that abundance. Your destiny always involves money when you're a life path 8. So keep that one in mind. You're here, as I said before, to develop that inner power, that inner strength, inner abundance and inner authority, so that, you can gain respect without force or dominance. People will just listen to you because that is the energy you exude. Remember, this is what you're working towards. This is your life path. So if you're thinking, I can't do that, and you're a life path 8, well, you're not meant to be able to do it. You're meant to be working towards it. So, you need your bum kicked to see whether you're working towards this life path of yours. Anyway, so you're here to gain respect without force or dominance. You're here to gain respect without being walked all over yourself. Balance personal power and inner confidence. And then you could be like, there's polarities here. You could be overly attached to money and power and make it everything in your life. And money could be your God, or money can be completely irrelevant to you. This is an 8 energy issue, okay? You could be attached to abundance, power, recognition, or you can work for the good of other people. There's 2 polarities here. Well, there's 2 ends of a polarity here. Obsession with money and achievement, and complete pushing away of money and achievement. And as you can imagine, we need to find that balance of personal power where you're not over the top on any direction. So you work with attachments to abundance, power and recognition, and apply your success for selfless service of the common good. It's not about being able to use your money to show people how great you are, how much money you've got. You're meant to use it as a tool to help other people to achieve that same success. This is the 8 now, just the 8. So you need to reconcile your inner, sometimes repressed drive to achieve success with your opposing fear and negative beliefs that might fuel your negative beliefs towards achievement. There are many 8s that don't enter the working world, and some of them end up on the streets because they have such an aversion to achievement in the world. And that's just as bad an issue as someone that is over the top obsessed with achievement, where they're like a workaholic and they don't do anything else with their lives, and really they're unhappy in here because they do not have that balance. It's about finding that balance and, taking money, power and status, taking it all in your stride, but exuding it just by being there. That's what a top level life path 8 needs to be working towards. So, points to remember if you're a life path 8. Many people think this, and it needs to be clarified. Avoidance of any kind of power situation, or avoidance of success, or avoidance of making money is not the same as transcendence. You are not transcending or achieving your life path by running away from money, power and status. It's about balancing it. It's about dealing with it and balancing it, really. It's not about pushing it out of your life. That is not going to help you achieve your life path. It's going to help you stand stock still with your life path, and you'll have to come back in another lifetime and do it all over again. Just saying. You only experience abundance, power and respect if you feel it in here. Okay? So being confident in yourself, confident in what you can do, that inner power comes to you. It starts in here. Right? When you're confident in what you can do and you're confident in your communications, you don't need to tell anyone what to do. Just the authority in your voice and the confidence that you exude will show people that you're the person to be listened to. Okay? But you'll only experience and exude that energy that no one can put their finger on, of abundance and power and respect that some people exude. When you feel abundant inside, when you're grateful for the life you have, the family you have, the money you have, when you're grateful for everything you have, you will ooze abundance. When power is irrelevant to you, but you exude it anyway, but it's not a god to you, then that's a good thing. You will show inner power because you don't care, but you have it. And that leads to that respect word. If you're confident and you're exuding balanced personal power, people will respect you whether you like it or not. What it's about for you: do good work, provide a useful service, and abundance will follow you wherever you go. End of. Learn to take money and power in your stride, and abundance will follow you wherever you go. Trust. So this is where you can sometimes be a bit weak. Well, I've already covered this. So you could be an absolute ruthless driver of power, like a dictator. You may need to be of the type where you need to avoid being overpowerful, avoid dishonesty, avoid abuse of power. You could be quite aggressive, quite intimidating and over-controlling. You're still working towards your life path quite strongly if you do any of these things still. If you're power hungry, obsessed with money worship, strongly attracted to success, to the negation of everything else, success is all that matters, even your family gets second place, tunnel vision, only seeing what you want to see and what brings you your own satisfaction. And of course then with what comes with that financial abundance is you never know if people actually want you for you or for your money. But on the other side of that polarity, you might be completely timid and avoid social situations entirely because you feel that you're not powerful enough, or people don't like you, or you end up giving your power to others, and you risk you can be exploited or even abused if you're not careful. You need to be strong. You'll certainly hide from the limelight if you're struggling with your personal power and you have low confidence. And you may have fears regarding money, power and recognition, which is part of the reason why you're averted to success. So you'd be less motivated to apply your efforts and test your abilities because you just don't have the confidence. You think you can't do it. So you just deal with it by being strongly averted to success, and then you can't fail, can you? You may have a difficult attitude to money. You may feel guilty if you're wealthy and believe that you're a bad person just because you have money. Or you may have negative feelings towards wealthy people yourself, and have a problem with authority figures. This is another issue that the Life Path 8 has to deal with. And lastly, you could associate wealth with exploitation or unethical behaviour, which is not the case at all, because money is just a tool at the end of the day. You can use it for evil or you can use it for good. It's the people behind the money that need to learn the lessons, not the money itself. So, because it's your most significant sub-lesson, I'm going to start with that 5, okay? So, to be the best Life Path 8 you can be in this incarnation, you must find inner freedom through discipline. Now, those two words sound very not together, because you think freedom is doing what you want. But, you could do what you want all your life. You can eat loads of fatty foods, eat all your favourite foods and drink loads of stuff that make you feel really nice. And then where's your freedom gone when you're in hospital and you can't move or walk because your heart doesn't work because you've done too much of what you want and half hurt yourself? Or you can go out on the streets and decide you're going to do what you want and then get arrested and put in prison. Where's your freedom then? Silence. Freedom and discipline are inherently linked, and we need to keep that at the forefront of our mind. We can all do what we want. Sometimes I feel like not wanting to go to work anymore, but it wouldn't do me any good. Would it really? Wouldn't make me free, because I wouldn't have any money to make myself free. So it's about working towards mastery in order to attain that freedom, because you're a master. You'd be able to be a lot freer. You'd be able to build a business around your mastery. The sky's the limit when you have a specialist subject like mastermind. So inner freedom through discipline, through focus and depth of experience. You must focus on one specialism. The difficulty here is the 5 energy is very scattered, very adventurous. You love travel, you love new things, you love going and doing lots of different things, and it's really exciting, but it's about focus. It's about discipline. This is going to be part of your difficulty as a 358. Okay? Communicate your specialism after that. And 3, the least important number of your sub-lessons, with a positive, heartfelt self-expression. So just think of an actor on a stage or a speaker on a stage speaking to their audience in such a heartfelt manner that the audience is captivated. So in a nutshell, your Life Path 8, you're here to create financial abundance, to have balanced personal power and not care about it. But to do so, you need a specialism, you need mastery, and you also need to express that mastery on an emotional level so that you create an audience. It's about specialism and communication in order to create abundance and balanced personal power. That's the 358 in a nutshell. So focus on a subject to mastery. This is the 5 energy, okay? We've done the 8. That's the most important of your life path. The 8 is the big thing. This is just one of your sub-lessons or steps to help you achieve it. Most important one being that 5 because it's furthest to the right, closest to the slash. So focus on a subject to mastery. This subject can be something to do with business or finance to help you create abundance. Okay, so you can do it in 2 ways. I need to say this better than how I just said it, right? Your subject of mastery could be something to do with business or finance. That might be your specialism. Maybe you have a specialism in a particular area of business or finance that will help bring you your financial abundance. Or you could focus on a subject to mastery and then build an excellent business around your specialism. So the important thing here is figuring out, if you haven't already, what is your specialism? What would you love to be a master of? What is your passion? Once you have that, it's time to then decide on, is it a subject in business and finance that is going to be nice and easy for me to build abundance on, and I just have to learn that in that area because that's what I'm passionate about? I mean, it could be learning about business and finance directly. Or is there another subject that you think is amazing that you could work at and create financial abundance as a result of working on that specialism? Just always keep in mind that the 8 is the king, and the 5 and the 3 are the servants of that king, and they are the servers of how that 8 is going to be achieved. So specialism, mastery, okay? And then what else is in the 5 energy is communication. So not only can you create a specialism and a, there's another word for specialism, keep using the same word, but a complete, focus on one subject. So you're a master of that subject. You can then communicate that subject. You have amazing technical, verbal and written communication skills and confidence and charisma. You can really connect with an audience. So the 8 energy, the 3, 5, 8 especially, are going to be very good at teaching and speaking and communicating with people in order to create their abundance or to support their abundance, however it comes. Okay, so the 5 energy is the most important. You're creating abundance in the 8. You're transcending status in the 8. And you're using your financial abundance to help others. And you're using your amazing leadership and balanced personal power to achieve great things. But you're doing so with a specialism, a mastery, and then communicating that mastery with charisma. And to add to that communication ability is that emotional expression. It's only when somebody speaks to people with emotion and authenticity that they really listen. Okay, so the 3 energy is about emotional expression. You have the technical communication ability in the 5. You have the knowledge of the specialism in the 5. Now the 3 wants to support you to emotionally communicate that amazing specialist information with the world, and that is either going to help you achieve your abundance or it's going to be a subject to do with business, finance and abundance. Whatever it is, however you manifest your life path, it doesn't matter as long as these energies are being expressed at their best. So develop emotional balance. You're a very emotional being in the 3 energy. So to express yourself emotionally in a positive way, like a very heartfelt actor or a singer that really connects, or a speaker where everyone listens to your every word because you just connect with someone on a deep level. Very artistic, very creative, very emotional, very authentic. So you could express your creative specialism with your words or your artistry to acquire that audience that you're going to acquire in the 3, 5, 8, financial success, balanced personal power, alongside a specialism, communication skills, and the ability to stand in front of an audience and tell them all about you, all about your business, or all about your financial success. You can use that as part of your tools that you use to help other people as well as your abundance. So the 3 is also about being confident and getting out there, jovial social skills so that you can network, make emotional connections and work on your personal relationships, really. So that's the 3, 5 energy and how it supports the 8. So your 3, 5 energy at its best. Okay, so let's have a look at what I think one of the ways that the 3, 5, 8 energy is going to look good. So in the positive, you're very powerful. You've got lots of abundance and a high status, but you don't care about it. You don't care about power and recognition. You'd rather use what you've got, the power that you have, the abundance in your bank account, and the status and know-how that you have to help others achieve the same success, like a business, like a supportive business investor. You use your money and your power and your competence to help other people to be developed. Teachers do the same thing. So, there are many ways that you can try and achieve your life path in this lifetime. You've focused your keen intelligence into one specialism with discipline, and you express your specialism with verbal skill, sensitive expression, humour and charisma to the point that everybody listens to you. So financial abundance, balanced personal power and amazing leadership, using your mastery, your skill, your specialism, and incredible technical and emotional communication skills. That's the 3, 5, 8 in a nutshell, and that's what you're working towards if you are a 3, 5, 8 life path. I hope you found my video useful today. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel, click that bell icon because I'm always uploading new stuff. Please like this video by clicking, smashing that thumbs up button. And if you want to contact me for a reading on all your core numbers, or you want to request a video or ask me some questions, you can contact me one of many ways. Email, website, comments on my videos, or I'm going to put links to my Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn and Twitter in the description box, so you can make a link to me there if you want. You can contact me if you want a reading. Oh, and my Udemy course, I'm going to put a link to my numerology Udemy course in the description box too, for people that like to learn a little bit more about numerology. Now, until my next video, which is going to be very soon because I've got a list as long as my arm, I will see you soon, but do not forget, listeners, trust the soul within you. Only your intuition knows what's best for you. See you soon.